Soccer is important. It's the global game. And there's a couple of different reasons why, but the most simple of all is it's the most affordable to play. All you need is 4 rocks and a soccer ball, and two rocks each for a goal. That's why it is so important globally. It's easy to play, but here in this country, one, it's fun. It promotes a healthy, active lifestyle. It brings people together. All you have to do is be here on game day for FC Dallas and see the fans in the crowd and the passion, for it, and the excitement, and it just is. It brings people together. Having a Hall of Fame it's the pinnacle of the sport, right? Everybody wants to win a championship, but having a Hall of Fame that honors your lifetime achievements is really amazing. And it didn't sit well with my brother Clark and I that the National Soccer Hall of Fame had been closed since 2010. This is the only major pro sports Hall of Fame built into an active stadium. And that was honestly probably the biggest selling point with U.S. Soccer to bring it back to life. We were going to build the museum, and we call it the most personalized experience in professional sports. We were able to build it into an active stadium. And Toyota Stadium and Soccer Center is a 145-acre complex, and we have over 2 million visitors a year. So it has one of the largest audiences in all of soccer anywhere in the world. And so you have that captive audience here who are soccer lovers. They're coming here to support FC Dallas, they're coming here to play high school soccer or club soccer, coming here for youth tournaments. And why shouldn't the National Soccer Hall of Fame be here in Frisco at our stadium? Because those are the fans for pro soccer and the history of it, and so they get to have that total experience where they're coming to play, coming to watch, coming to experience the greats that have made our soccer in this country so wonderful and with such a rich history and so unique. Our father was a member of the class of 1982, and people ask all the time, they say, well, your father Lamar was inducted, is that a big reason why you brought it back to life? And the answer is, we brought it back to life because there's so many people who've given so much to the game, so many people who right now are giving so much, and so many people in the future that will give so much to the game. They need a place to be honored.
My father's playing days were caught on film for me. He was actually a professional coach when I was growing up, so I grew up in a locker room, got to hear a lot of stories, see a lot of memorabilia. It helped, I think, shape my dreams, and all I ever wanted to do was to walk in his footsteps as a player.
Our dad would have wanted them to be honored. It wasn't about him. He was one of the most selfless people that you would ever meet. And so now we have a place to celebrate and honor all the great legends of soccer in this country. It's not just MLS or NWSL or NASL, all these leagues, the USL League that's come up and been successful. It's about everybody who's made a contribution at all the different levels. We honor college soccer here, we honor youth soccer here. So it really does cover the whole gamut of the sport in this country, and we're proud that it's here in Frisco at our stadium.
Welcome to the Gallagher Club inside the National Soccer Hall of Fame. It's a great space on game day or any day, really. Why? Because this is the spot where we have the National Soccer Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Earlier this year, May of 2022, Clint Dempsey, Deuce himself, was up on the stage accepting his induction into the National Soccer Hall of Fame, crying, showing raw emotion, something you rarely see from the soccer legend from Nacogdoches, Texas, making this space so special. Making it even more special, the National Soccer Hall of Fame has this amazing trophy case behind me. You can see the CONCACAF trophies, the Herman Trophy, which is awarded to the best player in college soccer. But perhaps the coolest thing, it is home to all 4 FIFA Women's World Cup trophies, the only place in the world that can make that claim. What's also so cool about the Gallagher Club at the National Soccer Hall of Fame is what you walk on. Floors usually aren't cool, but these are. On the floor are 22 different installations showcasing some of the most iconic moments in both men's and women's soccer history. And of course, you can't talk about great moments in soccer history without talking about this one. Brandi Chastain's penalty kick to help the U.S. women's national team win the FIFA World Cup in 1999. It was truly the sports bra scene around the world. Now, this is just a sampling of what you can find here in the National Soccer Hall of Fame. Coming up, we're heading into the experience. We are inside the National Soccer Hall of Fame experience, and we call it experience for a reason, because we didn't want to have some sort of traditional museum type setting where you just look at exhibits. Instead, we use facial recognition technology powered by NEC to deliver the most customized experience in sports. Before we get to the interactive stuff though, I do want to show you my favorite exhibit. Of course, it has to do with fashion. These are old NASL jerseys, and this is one, I love this, from the Caribou of Colorado. Just imagine playing in a jersey like this in the hot Texas or Colorado summers. Not very breathable. So that's my favorite exhibit that's not interactive. Let's take it to my favorite one in which you can do some fun stuff. This is the Microsoft Gesture Technology interactive juggling exhibit that I love so much. Hall of Famer Kobe Jones.
Hey, I'm Hall of Famer Kobe Jones.
Leads you through the entire experience. Now you can see I am not a Hall of Famer. What you do is you try your best. Heels and a dress, it doesn't matter, anybody can do it. And it measures you against everybody who's come in the Hall of Fame today. It shows you how many touches you've made and how many targets you've hit over the course of 60 seconds. It's a workout. So this one is an exhibit I absolutely love. Let's take you to another one where you can try and defend and be a Hall of Famer in another way. So the National Soccer Hall of Fame experience really does let you get in the game. You saw the gesture technology. How about virtual reality that lets you be one of the best goalkeepers in the world? This is Margaret here, who has Tim Howard in her head, courtesy of the virtual reality goggles, coaching her through making a save. You can also select Brianna Scurry, who is a member of the Hall of Fame, to help you guide you through that as well. But this is so cool because you learn what it's like, you learn about hand placement, you learn about the speed and the pace and the angles at which balls come at you. It's so cool. Margaret, what do you think?
I like it.
See, it's so much fun. And what's so great about this, again, get your kids in here. They are going to sleep a full 8 hours that night. You cannot come to the National Soccer Hall of Fame and not experience this. The green screen, where you can photobomb the most iconic moments in soccer history. It recognizes your face, you tap, and then you decide what moment you want to be a part of. Okay, I'm gonna be Brandi Chastain. We saw her earlier. You get down and you just take a photo. Yeah. You look at the camera and smile, and it takes 4 different photos. And what's so cool about this, I need to be a little lower, don't I? What's so cool about this is that when it's done, you'll see all 4 photos on the screen. One more, I'll smile. There we go. You see all 4 photos on the screen, and then these will be emailed to you. So of course, you can share them on Instagram. These aren't the best of me, not gonna lie, but that's okay. I'm done here. So that's been emailed to me, and then I can take anything I experienced here in the National Soccer Hall of Fame, from the virtual reality to the gesture technology to this, the Hall of Fame photobomb, and I can share it on social media. That's the best thing about the Hall of Fame here in Frisco, Texas. It's interactive, it's fun, and it's quick too, but you have a memento that you can take and share with your friends well past beyond your visit. If you want to learn more, just visit nationalsoccerhof.com.
Hey everybody, you just saw Gina juggling. It wasn't bad. I'll show you how an expert does it. Take a quick look. First thing is you gotta just get it up. I like to imagine I'm kicking to my hands. Instead of catching it, just try to kick it again. Just try to keep it up. Inside of my laces, might just go all day. This is one of my favorite ways to train. I don't know how many times I did this growing up, but it's excellent for developing that first touch, having soft feet. Give it a try, see how many you can get.
Dallas is one of the biggest soccer markets here in the United States, and the passion that our fans have for it is amazing. FC Dallas fans are fabulous. We had the 1994 World Cup here, which my father was the chairman of, and along with Jim Graham, who was the owner of the Dallas Sidekicks at the time. And they were so proud to bring the World Cup to Dallas and share it with the citizens. And also the International Broadcast Center was here in 1994.
Lamar, Dan Clark, the Tornado players, they just had so much passion for the game. And I think they all just really wanted it to succeed here. They did all the extra stuff that they didn't have to do but was needed, I think, to just grow the popularity of it.
There's no sport in this country that's had a faster and larger trajectory than soccer has in this country. The history goes back, pre-1900s even, but the North American Soccer League came to life in the 1960s. Major League Soccer came to life in 1996, and the growth has just been exponential. And you see, the success that the U.S. Women's National Team has had too, and the ability for us to honor them here at the National Soccer Hall of Fame is amazing. It's arguably the greatest sports dynasty in the entire world, with 4 World Cups and many, many gold medals.
And it's just remarkable to see how many people are playing the game now, how many people are at our stadium on the weekends, cheering our team on. The love for the game is real, it's strong. I think that we owe just such a debt of gratitude to those early Tornado players, and of course Lamar and Dana Clark.
We had Linda Hamilton go in this last year.
There was no other option. We had to win.
She was the youngest player on the women's national team that won the first Women's World Cup. And to listen to her talk about her experience and her journey was so unique. Her final message to the audience was,
our hope was that it would be left better so that the next generation wouldn't have to do what we did.
And I think that's something that resonates with every single inductee, and just such a cool thing. The Men's World Cup here in 2026 will continue to grow the women's game, which I'm excited about. Just like the success that our women had in 2019 in France, winning the World Cup, that also lifted the interest in the overall game. And so how do we continue to innovate, change, grow, make the game more popular, and just like Linda Hamilton said, leave it better than we found it.